One of the toughest things about shifting your state of consciousness, about becoming lighter and lighter, more embodied, more fully in the presence and the all knowingness of you, is old habits. So, we're changing, we're shifting, we're letting go of comfort zones, old familiar things, old addictions. And one of the things that pulls us back in is old habits. The mind, the ego, the human conditioning would rather be comfortable and familiar than really experience love. So it's up to you to decide. I've seen plenty of times in my life where I was called back to old relationships, old jobs, old stomping grounds, we'll call them, when I knew that I was done with these things. I knew there was something better for me, but that old familiar feeling, in total honesty, sometimes it would pull the wool over my eyes and I'd go, well, maybe this is where I'm meant to be because it feels good. It feels comfortable. It feels familiar. And the things that become familiar to you, to this biological body thing that we are learning how to work with more masterfully, the things that feel comfortable to it will draw you again and again until you catch them. So, learning how to break old habits is so, so important if you want to embody who you truly are, if you want to drop all the old identifications, the old conditioning, the old subconscious memories that are keeping you weighted down, held down, that are truthfully keeping you from experiencing who you are as creator in human form, keeping you on a roller coaster of emotions, perhaps, keeping you on the up and down ride of the wild human life. Learning to drop these habits is so important and not fighting with them, not battling them. It's so funny because dropping a habit is actually very, very easy. If you go up here into this convoluted, never ending cesspool of 1 million zillion thoughts and ideas and approaches and programs and practices, etc., you will spend lifetimes trying to shift and change. But it turns out that once you're aware that something is no longer serving you, and you choose with firm resolve to shift out of it, you can do it like that. So it starts with awareness, obviously. You start noticing something in your life. You go, am I really enjoying this? Does this really feel good? Or am I just, feeling comfortable? A lot of times that friction comes up when you're doing something that you've been doing for a long time and you're like, I don't think I like this anymore. That is pure awareness. That's your consciousness expanding, going, I think I've outgrown this, which is awesome. Now, how do you get out of it? Number one, it's a decision. You have to decide, not, I'm going to try, blah, blah, blah. Don't try. Just do it. Just do it. Say, I'm doing this. Now, you might say, I'm doing this, but I'm still feeling a little weak about it. I'm still not feeling great about it. This is where you take a breath and you say, okay, I am going to do it, but I'm going to give myself a few days or a week or whatever that is. I've done this many, many times until I come into firm resolution with myself. Till my mind, my heart, my body, my consciousness are all in alignment because I know this change is going to benefit my life and I'm not willing to struggle with it. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to say, I'm trying to do this, because that is a terrible, powerless place to be. And if you get into the habit of trying to do things, I bet you have a whole lot of struggle in your life and you don't feel super duper empowered. So get yourself into a firm resolution. And when you say, I am going to do this, then ask Creator Self, Universe, God, Source. Hit the I am button if you want, the easy button, and say, I'm doing this. I know it needs to happen. Now support me and let all the energy align and realign for you. Let all the awareness come in. Let your energy shift. Okay? Make it easy on yourself. You don't have to do this alone. You have the support of all of creation. So you make a decision and then you let the energies support you. And then you wake up this one day and you say, it is time. Now, when you do it, I highly recommend, if you are letting go of a habit, that you put notes around. I say this all the time. It might sound silly, but put a note on your hand, write one on your forehead if you need to. Put it on your mirror in the bathroom, put it on your steering wheel on your car, put it on your phone, send yourself an email. Remind yourself, I am doing this. Send yourself messages, keep going, don't stop. Do not just keep going. You got this. Ask a friend. Ask a facilitator, ask somebody to support you through it. Again, this is you being fully resolved. Come hell or high water, this change is happening. And this is not the egoic force. This is alignment. This is you being unwavering, unwilling to negotiate with yourself, to compromise with the ego, and with all the little voices of children that say, yeah, but I've been doing this my whole life. It feels so comfortable. I just want to go back into my cave or whatever it is. All right, so you decided. Now, today you're ready. You're gonna just do it. Sounds so simple. Too bad I don't have my Nike sweatshirt on. I really wanted a Nike sweatshirt and shoes because I had years of just do it energy. It's where you stop negotiating with yourself. It's where you stop analyzing, you stop figuring, you stop thinking about it, you stop asking yourself, do I feel like it today or not? You just do it because you know deep, deep inside, you know this is the right choice. And then all of a sudden, 1,000 voices come up. Yeah, but. Maybe I can't. Maybe it's too hard. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe just today I make this one exception. Yeah, but. I'm supposed to be loving myself. So, I think that I'm being harsh. I'm disciplining myself when I'm supposed to be loving myself. If I was really loving myself, I wouldn't be doing this. I would be letting myself go back to that old comfort zone. Expect the 1,000 voices to come up. The ego will go all around you, look for a little hole in your energy field. It'll look for a little gap, a little hole, a little hook, and it'll try to siphon all of your resolve right out of you. And you know that you're there if you start contemplating anything less than what you resolve to do. So that is all you need to really watch out for, okay? The moment you start thinking, well, maybe, stop, stop. For the love of God, for the love of your joy, your enjoyment, your embodiment. This is about more than your enjoyment. This is about you removing all the gunk that is not you. This is about you embodying your light, your joy, your bliss, your self as creator, which is going to feel 1,000 gazillion times better than that old habit, I promise you. This is about call it your ascension, your enlightenment, your mastery of life. I mean, not only that, it's not even about you. This is about you becoming who you've always been, which is one and the same as the whole universe, as all that is. I mean, it's magnificent. And you become a light for everyone, for the whole planet. So when these little voices come up, remember what you're doing with embodying who you are and stay firm. So here we are. We made a decision and now the doubt comes, the self-doubt, the voices. Here's what I want you to do. The moment the first thought arises, no. That's the whole process. That's it. That's all you do. Another thought, no. Another thought, nope. Nope, nope, nope. This isn't you battling the mind. This is you staying clear and being aware that all these things are doing are trying to suck on your light. So this is old aspects. You could call it old energy. It could be the voices of your ancestors. It can be, for many, many, many right now, it is the energetics of the mass consciousness and cords that you have plugged into your own energy field that want to draw on your light. Because the one thing about all old energy, all unconscious humans who are still asleep, all the little entities floating around in the astral planes, they're all looking for one thing. They're all looking for love. They're all looking for light because they've forgotten that they are the light. They're all just looking for a way home. How confused are the parts of you that are unconscious? How confused, sad, lonely, upset, seeking, um, irritated, filled with friction. Like, what is the opposite of content? They are the opposite of healthy, whole, complete, and perfect within themselves, which just means they don't remember who they are. They are closed off. So these little thoughts that come to you, yeah, they're coming essentially from your own aspects yet. The parts of you that still are broken off into um, places and spaces multidimensionally where they feel abandoned and they're coming to grasp on the light to get a bit of, we'll call it pleasure, love, or whatever through this old habit, through comfort and familiarity. But there is something so, 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 so much better than comfort and familiarity. Comfort could be called surviving when you actually have the opportunity to come here and thrive. Comfort could be called fear. Now, I enjoy a bit of comfort, of course, but when it starts to control your life and your decisions, and you're not expanding and you're not feeling lighter and brighter, and you're holding on to old energy rather than embodying more of who you are, comfort becomes a very miserable cage. And it also affects your health, your mind. It starts dragging you down. So enjoy comfort from time to time. Of course, it is the old habits that you want to watch out for. So now that we said nope, 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 that's it. That's it. Take a breath. Feel your presence. Carry on with your day. It's not work. It's simple. Okay, so let's give you a very, very beautiful example to help you, because the ego is like, yeah, right, that's too easy. Or people might say, yeah, and then they just, whatever, kind of slide back into old habits. But let me give you an example. I recently watched a video by Dr. Hawkinson. He wrote Power versus Force. Beautiful, beautiful, enlightened human being who has done so much for the world. And he gave a very clear example that really helped me to understand this better. And sometimes when we understand things better and better and better, we can see the habits, we can see all the workings of everything so much more clearly. So let's talk about lack versus abundance. Okay. If you are somebody who looks at other people, they're going on vacation, I want a brand new car. Oh, look at the neighbors have a bigger house than me. Oh, look at that person is traveling all the time. Have you ever, are you alive? Have you ever looked out on social media or the magazines? I'm old, okay. At one point, we didn't have internet, or phones. Have you ever looked at the magazines or the news stations? Maybe you've watched, like, was it People or Us Weekly or whatever these shows are, or had the magazines, or now you're on TikTok or whatever. And you see all these beautiful people doing beautiful things. And the mind goes, I want that. I want that. I want that. I want to go on vacation. I want to have, oh my God, have you seen these perfume commercials? J'adore, di j'adore. And they're all dripping in gold and they're the most elegant, glamorous person you've ever seen. And you can see the whole point of this is to project glamour. Like if you buy this perfume, you're going to feel so glamorous and it's going to fix all your problems. So come and spend 300 bucks on a disgusting thing of perfume that's all chemically. Anyway, just not my cup of tea. But so this wanting. So you see things and you think, I want that. Oh my God, I want that. And then you start to think about it more and more. And maybe you create like a little vision board and say, I want to travel here and I want to travel there. And, a gold watch, a big house, I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's a puppy dog. If only I had a puppy dog, I would be happy. You start imagining these things and dreaming about them, anticipating them. This little entity of want that you just created grows and grows and grows. So, my last video, I was saying the imagination is beautiful, it's wonderful, but this is mastery when you learn how to use your imagination from wisdom, not from comfort, unconsciousness, and lack of clarity. Because when you use your imagination with a lack of understanding, it might seem like you're doing yourself a favor when in fact you're creating a whole problem for yourself to unwind. So, this little want entity, now I'm visualizing, I'm thinking about it, I'm wanting it. It didn't come from divine inspiration. It came from the media projecting, you're not enough, you're not enough, you're not enough. Let's say it's the perfume you want. We'll be silly about this. I really doubt any of you are sitting at home wanting that perfume, but maybe it's the latest Coach bag or fancy outfit, or you want to get I've noticed a big thing, women getting their eyebrows all spray painted on like this. Mine are half missing because they're gray, but I've thought about getting it done. I'm gonna be honest with you. So anyway, this wanting, okay? And you feel how good you would feel. Oh, it would feel so nice. I would feel so good. Oh, I'm so glamorous. When I was a kid, I was into the Guess jeans and all those magazines, and I had magazine pictures all around my room. Can anyone relate? Maybe it was the rock stars, maybe, I don't know, whatever it was. But somewhere in this little entity that's growing and growing is a want monster. It's a lack monster. It's, I'll be happy when I get this. And it grows and grows and grows. And pretty soon you find yourself living today, trying to get to tomorrow. Your whole point of everything you're creating or doing or whatever is to either get through the day, or maybe it's to achieve or earn enough money to get to that tomorrow. And now you're missing you. You've gone missing. You've sent all your energy off into this want monster, and it's heavy. And it sucks the joy out of the present moment. So, how do you not create this energy? When those thoughts come, no, you stop. So, if you are from a clear space, you don't create them. If you've created a bunch of these things, now the thoughts are going to be coming. This thing it's got a life of its own, and it's going to come from time to time and project at you the very thing that you decided to create. And what you do to dissolve this old habit of wanting, of seeking outside of yourself, of obsessing about the future rather than being here in presence, feeling how truly whole and complete you are, you say no. You don't try to think about how you created it, why you created it. It doesn't matter. No, you stop feeding it. You literally just, you take a breath and you carry on. So, can you see how these things can be created and how they can be uncreated? And this does not mean that we don't create and manifest beautiful things, but we do it from a space of wholeness, from a space of joy. And we don't give away our joy, happiness, presence, and embodiment from this moment in order to create that moment. We live from the fullness and the joy of knowing that we created the sun, the moon, the stars from our true essence before splitting off into this interesting experience of human separation. And that as we reconnect, as we remember who we are, remember as we bring back the parts of us. That's what the definition of remembering is. It's the opposite of dismembering, like you dismember a body. We are remembering. That means the origin of that word is to bring back the parts of us that we sent off. In this example, the part we sent off was off seeking external happiness, external fulfillment. So as we bring all that fulfillment internally, now through presence, our energy field, our presence, and presence is the canvas. Your energy field is something that you've painted on the canvas, but it creates. And when you feel abundant, when you recollect your light and you can feel that boundless presence within you, and you can be resolute in staying in that space rather than going up here and being sucked in to all the things that are being projected at you or that are pulling on you. When you master this and you live from a state of presence, now the beautiful things start to come to you. They come from a different space and you can feel it. And you know how you can tell is these things come and you feel light, joyful, and expansive, not contracted. When you're coming from a place of need, there's a contraction. Even when you get something, you're grasping onto it. When it comes from you, from the heart, from your presence, from who you truly are, there's an openness. It's easy come, easy go. Things flow into your life, they flow out of your life. Friendships, people, experiences, money, etc. It flows in, it flows out. There's no grasping because there's always more. You're now in a steady flow and stream of and as your consciousness, experiencing linear time through form. Can you feel the difference in that? So the old habits tend to have a grasping. The things we create from old energy have an emotional up and down, not a steady flow. It's like, oh, yes, I got this. Oh, I need this. I need to get done with work today, or I need to get through the day. You feel they're like rocks, the energy of this. And then when you get really excited because you got something, you're like this. You're up and down, highs and lows. That's old energy. It's polarized, good and bad. Yay, boo, things like that, right? But you, as you create from your presence, it's a steady flow. And life becomes a steady flow. New experiences because I'm not holding on to old habits. Now, one of my biggest old habits is Netflix. I still enjoy it though. I don't deny myself. The way out of old habits is awareness, not judgment. I guess I should wrap this video up with one tip. Whatever you do, you never, ever, ever, ever judge yourself for what you're doing now. Whatever you choose to do, choose it fully and completely. Even if you're saying, all right, you know what? I know I want to change this one thing. I've been getting the messages. I know it's going to be better for my life to let this one old habit go. And if you decide, I'm going to give myself a few days or a week or however long it takes, but I'm definitely going to do this, and you're letting the energies realign for you, they're not going to be realigning for you if you got your butt cheeks all clenched up and you're like, oh no, I shouldn't be doing this. I got to change this. That's judgment. That's contraction. That's not coming from you. Now the ego's coming around the other way saying, shame on you. Shame. Oh, you got to fix this. First of all, the ego's the one that created it. Okay. And then it's going to come over here and judge you because no matter what, its whole life is built on contraction, survival, smallness. It is the density, okay? It is the very density within you. So it's not really going to be a super big supporter of you moving forward. So, no judgment. If you wanted to just make it super simple, the ego is judgment and fear, and you are love. You are absent of fear. You are unlimited. My body isn't unlimited. Like it's only going to have so many years on this planet. I'm unlimited. You are unlimited. You're perfect. You're whole. You're complete. You're a majestic, grand creator. You have all energy at your fingertips with what you choose to create and empower and with whatever you're resolved to do. As long, I'll say, as that resolution comes from the heart, comes from love, you've got it made. So let's take a breath together. What old habit are you going to drop? Maybe today, maybe next week. What is no longer bringing a lot of love into your life? Joy, fun, expansion, adventure. The ego loves to be certain, comfort, familiarity. And I need some of that in my life. I mean, I make my lunches like, a week in advance. I love structure. I love certainty. Okay. My ego loves it. So I bring it in certain ways. I bring it in consciously in ways that actually support my life and make my life easier and better and more fluid. So this is where your wisdom comes in, but there are ways that comfort does not make us easier. And one of the biggest comforts, maybe this applies to you, think about this or feel into this, don't think too hard, is thinking, overthinking. Is that one of your old familiar comfort zones? Thinking that you're going to think your way out of the mind. You're never going to think your way out of the mind and ego. So breathe. Take your awareness from up here into the thoughts, down here into your body. Take a few deep breaths. Sink into your body. Bring your presence through your heart, through your body, and feel. So that would be the first one you want to drop, is overthinking, so that you can feel, sense, and know the things that are truly going to benefit you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.